What's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. But listen, man, y'all check this out, man. Stuff getting real. Like I told y'all, man, these people gonna be trying to do anything they can do to push, you already know, the law that they trying to get rid of. So we won't be able to protect ourselves. Listen, one thing about it, man, two things for sure. If you live in the hood, you already know how it go. If you ain't got you, it's better to have it on you than not to have it with you. So if y'all don't understand what that means, that's the same thing as just not even in the hood, it just apply. It applies to in your household. If you in your household and somebody break in and try to rob you and stuff like that, it's good to have a protection, some type of gun, even if at the gas station, because it'd be something to make a person retreat. If you don't have nothing to retreat, make them retreat, they could damn sure overpower you and control you. So man, when it get down to this, y'all gotta understand how deep this junk gonna go. It's not talking about them having their weapons taken away. It will only be us. So when it's time to get desperate, you gotta remember, these people has no limits. They're Satanists, bro. So at the end of the day, they would do anything. They would do any type of sacrifice just to make something happen. You see how it went. Think about this. It only take one person in the Freemasonic family, right, for them to be like, yo, we need you to go sacrifice yourself for the family. You know what I'm saying? This is our goal. This is the thing that we're doing. This is our oath that we have to put in. This is our work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And boom, there you go. Because you can tell at the end of the day, the reason why he did it, like, come on, bro, it's elementary, bro. It ain't like you went to a school and they're bullying you from that school. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole elementary with little kids and stuff. So when y'all looking at all that type of stuff, hell yeah, it's sad, man. I ain't saying turn your shoulder on that, but at the end of the day, you got to understand how dirty this world is. These people out here is literally using these kids and things to make a sacrifice or a ritual to try to bring home something they want to. So it's like a trick manifestation thing going on. It's like funny as hell, bro, how Satanists work. So what I wanted to say was, breaking that down, man, is like, we got to pay close attention. I was just telling y'all about how they're going to try to re-push the gun control. It's going to be like a lot of things happening. Y'all know they all set them off, especially, you know, when all these planets align certain ways. These people definitely take advantage of using that. And then on top of that, it always be like a zero motive necessarily. Like, they'll give them a motive. So at the end of the day, y'all, these are storytellers. They're going to create narratives. They're going to create everything to go with it. And you see, as I said that about a week ago about the other guy, right? And already people have been exposing him. Conscious community, subconscious community has been exposing that this man is a Freemason. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Dolo. He one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, probably done pointed out, hey, this man is a Freemason. I done seen Dolo point out things before, right? Especially like when I'm scamming through. I done heard, bro, like, we literally break down like these people, you know, the sounds and sigils they have on them. So if you guys don't pay attention, dog, they're going to always have some type of sign where they basically like taunting us at the same time, right? And it's just crazy because at the end of the day, they trying to take us away from remembering who we are. So it comes with a whole bunch of distractions. So they feel like if they could get the sheep to be in the way or whatever, it'll slow us down to getting what we got to go on, especially if they're trying to get their agenda done, right? You already know they take thousands of years behind the things they do. You think they're going to let it go to waste? They're going to use whatever it takes. They're going to play dirty, grimy, whatever. Y'all already know with this spiritual war, it comes with other things, man. It comes with people trying to use your physical things against you because therefore you in the body, it's like the only thing they could use. Because that's why I like to tell y'all, bro, these people can't do jack in the spirit realm. Like when it comes down to spiritually messing with you, the only thing they could do is just kind of like hinder you from getting there. But once you get there and remember who you are, bro, you become better than a motherfucker. They can't do nothing with you then. You just start sitting here, you'll be able to come up with things and it just come off faster than your mind can actually think of. Just to let you know the spirit realm moving a lot faster, man. But anyways, that's the thing about these people. They want to play the arm of God so much that they feel like, yo, let's make some catastrophic things happen. And then let's play out that we're trying to do this for the safety of others. And then if y'all notice, they even try to make it so legal that these people be purchasing guns and things. So they knew if they would have did it this time, the same exact way they did the other one, it wouldn't have worked out. Like the guy just going to jail. No, they had to kill this guy. So this guy already knew that he had to be a blood sacrifice that ended up doing this, man. Y'all got to pay attention, bro. This junk get deep, man. And it's sad because, see, some people look at it like, oh, how's it a blood sac? Bro, listen, bro. When they use stuff, it ain't really that spiritual, bro. It's physical as hell. You can see what they're trying to do. They're doing it to help a narrative. They're like, yo, the streets is dangerous because guns out there. So they're doing intentionally things to make it seem like we need to have our gun script. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, bro, because at the end of the day, this is how people protect their lives. Like I was just saying, people in the hood, every day you got to have it on you, bro. It's better to have it on you than not. Because say if you're in a car with your kids, right, and you just riding through, and someone go to shooting, and they're just going crazy with a gun. If no one have a gun to shoot that person or shoot at that person to make that person retreat, bro, that person gonna have a lot more control and a lot more power of what's going on, bro. So at the end of the day, these people use like weapons as they power. And when it comes down to spirit, y'all already know no weapon shall prosper. But y'all gotta understand this. It's like a tongue twister to it because they do this so also people can sit back and fall back. So they try to infiltrate things throughout secret ways, right? Where you see them pushing gun control over here, but they also got like all the gang members in the chokehold. Like soon as you label it as a gang member, gang leader, they marking it. And like basically what they're doing is killing all the protection from the inside to the outside. They're looking at our council part of our life, or some people just say the fourth house. You know what I'm saying? And they like, damn, if we could just destroy the security, and we become the security, that means we'll be able to be more enforceful. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they see people out here that's grinding and remember who they are, and that came back and intact with themselves and able to download these messages and things, bro, and use the voice of Uriel, you know what I'm saying, God messenger. These people don't like it. You know what I mean? They really don't, because at the same time, it's like we got to put a stopping point to the ones that can. So it's like, yeah, we're not gonna worry about it's like that we're not gonna worry about the fish that escape. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna focus harder on the ones that didn't escape and make sure they don't. You know what I'm saying? To the point that if y'all start paying attention, they even started to make things physically but not physical, which is meta. So when you think about the whole meta universe, the meta, like when something we're in that meta, like I don't forget how it worked, but basically it's saying quite not physical, but not right, like not there though at the same time, right? So you see how these things try to create things as a spirit, and that's the same thing I want to talk about with like the AIs and things like that. Where it'll come to like if you feel like if you're not protected, they liable to have a robot that's trained to protect and this and that there. But listen, man, y'all already know that's gonna come with flaws and it's gonna come with agendas as well, and it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep trying to make itself repeat. But that's the reason why they're trying so hard this time. And plus, when it comes down to things, right, that people got to understand if something physically exists of how they do it, right? They got like things like data, right? Data where you could run out of data, but although you can't see it, although you can't feel it, it's still there and it still exists, right? So where they using things like that where, you know what I'm saying, to make things wirelessly connect, that is a point of them accessing all this. Y'all remember we was talking about the 5G towers, all this stuff all ties together. It's all about control. So when it comes to that 10th house, bro, they want all of that, you feel me? They want to control our whole life. And it's not just like one part of our life, like I said, the whole. So when you separate these 12, when it come down to that, they just help them be the ones that's more in power. The ones that like is the ones to call. So these will be the ones that you have to also call for your fourth house. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, it's fucked up. Because if we have to depend on the people that's also killing us and could get away with crimes without having too many things to go through, you see how police get treated if they kill you, you know. And it's just like crazy because we gotta keep putting in this work. We gotta keep reminding each other who we is, because then at the end of the day, we'll come up with messages of how to move throughout this universe where we might not be affected. You know what I mean? But that's at the end of the day, that's just how it works. So that's just like I was telling people with the sheeps. Like when nobody wanted to listen about the COVID jump, and everybody don't want to get tested, shots, and all that. Then later on, these people tell you don't need all that. You don't need none of that. To the fact that now they don't even wear masks. Some people kicking you out of the store from wearing the mask. Like it's ridiculous, bro. And the thing about it is they don't mind lying to you. They lie to you every day. So it's like a thing where they just can't help it. But you still ended up seeing the truth between it. Like if something be sticking out where the truth is just like, yep, here I go right here. And by people being able to see certain parts of the truth, some people search too hard. Some people miss the whole point. They be trying to make it like somebody took all the blood from the kids. They be like, go check the kids, see if they real or not. Man, listen, we ain't got to go through all that. We could know that they could use real situations to make a fake narrative stick. And that's what they've been doing. And that is the main thing with this stuff here. So when it come down to politics and all that, they can always rearrange and switch that things up and be like, see, this is what the city want. This is not what we want. This is what you giving us on the table. Ain't nobody even tell you to bring us no options on the table. Why we can't choose freely. And then that's another thing too, y'all. Remember, I'm not saying the police need to be taken from the force, because there's a lot of people in this world that deserves to be in jail because they do weird stuff and things where it's not, bro, it's not justified, like, for nobody, not even them really. They be like, I don't know why I did it. I shouldn't even did it. Where they hating themselves at. So it is some criminals and some messed up people in the world when you look at it like that. But and, you know, touching kids and stuff like that. I hate people that do that type of stuff. But just saying, all of that, and that's a strong word, y'all. But all of that is just to say that it's some sick-minded people out here. But the main ones that doing all the sick-minded shit is the ones that need to be arrested. Like, it's crazy, right? Because you could have a gun store where you go to pick up a gun, they make you wait weeks and things like that, where they can already have this assigned, where a person know exactly what they're going in for, bro. And y'all got to think, sacrifices like that mean a lot, because you got people out here right now that would probably try to jump over a fire for $100, bro. You got people right now probably shoot somebody in broad daylight if you told them you'll pay them 10 grand. So when we talking about making your family overall wealthy and things like this, bro, these people have used that on the most they can. You feel me? They'll sacrifice a nephew, a niece, just to have that niece or that nephew bring wealth to the family by successfully helping complete the agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I wanted to talk about, y'all. We got to get deep into breaking down these little misconceptions they do, but I don't like to break it down too much because I always receive a yellow mark later. Like, it'll start out with a green, then I end up with a yellow. And it's just crazy, bro, because it's like they could talk about the shootings, they could talk about the amount of deaths, they could say all of this, and we can't. So if you already don't see, it's still a freedom of speech thing going on, where you're not actually free to say what you want to say. And that's why they added so many monetizations on things and so many different platforms, to where now if you want to make $1, you can't be making you can't make their dollar doing the things that you want to do. So at the same time, you got to find other ways, or you get paid less from doing it the way you want to do. But at the end of the day, that's cool, y'all, because if you was to start a business, man, listen here, all right, you better know that these people gonna need some type of cut in order for them to let your operation run. Otherwise, you're gonna have the federal bureau kicking in your door. You're gonna have all this type of stuff. So at the end of the day, we ain't trying to tell them to go nowhere, but they need to move out of the way. Talking about taking people guns, and we can't even trust y'all, man. But anyways, man, I'm out, man. I'm finna post some more videos. I wanted to finish up the sun sign, so then we can start talking about like other planets, and then talk about like planets being inside houses. And I didn't forget about the Boruto, y'all, but I feel like the Boruto video, it ain't gonna be nothing but like 3-4 minutes, so it'll be like something quick for you to grab. But I did wanted my PC to return so I could kind of put the pictures with it. And also, I know a lot of people probably be watching them Egyptian symbols. That's like one of my most trending like videos. I'll be able to do a part 2 of one of those when I do get my PC back as well, man. So y'all just go ahead and keep them protection spells up, man. We'll be talking about ways to protect yourself. I seen somebody say something about it, but man, listen. Anyways, we're gonna get into it, man. I'm out. OG Drip.